அதுபோக நீங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒரு தொகுதியில் போட்டியிடணும்னு சொல்லி உங்கள் கட்சி நிர்வாகிகளே சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டில் நீங்கள் போட்டியிடுவதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கிறதா?
Assassination of my father is concerned, but the Prime Minister of India does not like to face the press. Unemployment and joblessness in the country, and Narendra Modi is a flop show. Demonetizing without asking the RBI chief. RBI chief resigns. The attack on the Tamil language, and this is not just Tamil Nadu. All states in India are feeling that. The Northeast is feeling it. So the government in Tamil Nadu, frankly, that is remote controlled by the Prime Minister. Mr. Narendra Modi is turning it into a disaster. And instead of doing anything about it, he is making everybody fight. Why is it that the Prime Minister is scared of a conversation? Why can't the Prime Minister, don't have a conversation with me, have a conversation with the press. Have the guts to come here like I do. Assassination of my father is concerned. And Mr. Anil Ambani had stolen 30,000 crores from the Air Force. So for all practical purposes, Tamil Nadu does not have its own government. Tamil Nadu is currently being run by Mr. Narendra Modi.
And the Neet exam, what's your take on that?
Just repeat the issues. What was the first one? Fishermen. Okay, on the fishermen, we are very clear in our manifesto. We are going to be creating a dedicated ministry for fishermen. Okay, that is going to specifically look into these issues. So we are going to empower fishermen dramatically in our country. On the second issue, Kaveri, we believe that it can be amicably settled. Third issue, okay, Rajiv Gandhi, look, as far as the assassination of my father is concerned, there is a personal issue to me and my family, which we have dealt with, which is fine. And then there is a legal issue. The legal issue has to take its course. And whatever course the legal issue takes, we are happy with. So we are not, we are quite forgiving people. We don't sort of have any animosity or hatred towards anybody. So it is for the court to decide what happens. I didn't understand that. So, opening statement. Okay. Thank you for coming here for this press conference. While the opening statement was being made, I was wondering, how come the Prime Minister never does any of these press conferences? I mean, how come every other opposition person does press conferences, but the Prime Minister of India does not like to face the press? It's an interesting question. Anyway, please feel free to ask me what you would like.
Rahul,
Friend, 1 minute.
Please, one by one.
Rahul, post after Pulwama attack and Balakot airstrikes, do you see
Where are you?
fresh challenges? After Pulwama and Balakot, do you see any fresh challenge to your political strategy? If yes, do you really think that it has given a perception that BJP has become more courageous? My second question.
Well, the first question is 45 of our people were brutally murdered in Jammu and Kashmir. And I understand that whatever opportunity the Pakistanis will get, they will take. The question is, what did the government do to protect those 45 people? What did the government do to ensure that the Pakistanis could not plant a bomb near the bus? That's the first question. Second question is the man who planted the bomb. The architect of that bomb is a man called Masood Azhar, released by the BJP, sent to Pakistan, sent to Kandahar by the BJP. National Security Advisor was involved in that deal. So the BJP needs to explain exactly why they sent that criminal back. That's the question of terrorism. The principal issues in this election, there are 3 or 4 issues. The single biggest issue that everybody feels is there is unemployment and joblessness in the country, and Narendra Modi is a flop show when it comes to unemployment and job creation. He's a flop show, nothing better. He makes these statements about Make in India, Start Up India, these all fake statements. The reality is India has the highest unemployment it has had in 45 years. That is going to be a huge issue in the election, and every youngster understands that. Second, the state of India's farmers, and I have seen the farmers of Tamil Nadu in Jantar Mantar. I remember that, I don't forget. And I remember the response of the government to those people. Okay? So, the state of the farmers is the second issue, and the complete disrespect that the BJP government has towards farmers, that's the second issue. The third issue is the wholesale attack on our institutions. Removing the CBI chief at 1:30 at night, demonetizing without asking the RBI chief resigns, Supreme Court judges come out and say, we're not being allowed to do our work. So the wholesale attack on our institutions, the attack on Tamil culture, the attack on the Tamil language, and this is not just Tamil Nadu. All states in India are feeling that. The Northeast is feeling it, the South is feeling it, everybody is feeling it. This country is not going to be ruled from Nagpur. It's simple as that. Every state has the right to have a voice in this country, and we will guarantee that every single state, including Tamil Nadu, has a voice in where this country goes. We have a government in Tamil Nadu, frankly, that is remote controlled by the Prime Minister. And this is an insult to the Tamil people. It's an absolute insult to the Tamil people. And I understand the Tamil people's sentiment that they are, in first time in many years, they are being run from Delhi. And it is unacceptable to me. I think the Tamil people should run their own state. Those are the broad issues.
Before asking questions, mention the media name. Ramesh,
Rahul here.
Pudhiya Thalaivar.
Final point. The state of the economy. See, we are creating a crisis. Our demographic dividend, Mr. Narendra Modi is turning it into a disaster. And instead of doing anything about it, he is making everybody fight. So there has to be a movement towards unification. There has to be a movement towards building bridges. There has to be a movement towards a conversation. And that is the spirit of my first question. Why is it that the Prime Minister is scared of a conversation? Why can't the Prime Minister, don't have a conversation with me, have a conversation with the press. Have the guts to come here like I do. Have the guts to go in front of 3,000 students and talk to them. Why are you hiding?
Hello, sir.
Rahul, I want to ask you about...
Vijay from Satyam News. Sir, what is your poll promise in Tamil Nadu, and what is your poll
What is my poll
What
promise?
is your poll promise in Tamil Nadu? Because we have a lot of problem in hydrocarbon issues and sterility issues and continuous farmers agitation.
Local issues, frankly, are better addressed by the PCC president and the senior leaders here. I will give you a broad sense of how I would think about it at a national level.
What is your special?
Let me answer.
What is your special slogan for in Parliament election?
Can I answer?
Sorry?
Let me answer.
Yeah.
We have a revolutionary idea that we are studying, analyzing, and I am confident that we will be able to implement a revolutionary idea when we come to power. That idea is called the minimum basic income guarantee. That means that after 2019, there will be nobody in India below the minimum income line. We will decide a minimum income line, and everybody will be brought up to that minimum income line by a direct cash transfer into the bank account. I think this will be a massive boost to Tamil Nadu and the people of Tamil Nadu. The other thing, Tamil Nadu has shown that it has the capability to compete with the Chinese as far as manufacturing is concerned. You are, by all accounts, one of the leading states when it comes to manufacturing. So, if we're in power in 2019 in Delhi, we will ensure that that spirit of yours of entrepreneurship, that capability of manufacturing, of creating jobs is supported, and we want to make Tamil Nadu the center of job creation, the center of manufacturing in India. Just repeat the issues. What was the first one? Fishermen. Okay, on the fishermen, we are very clear in our manifesto. We are going to be creating a dedicated ministry for fishermen. Okay, that is going to specifically look into these issues. So we are going to empower fishermen dramatically in our country. On the second issue, Kaveri, we believe that it can be amicably settled. Third issue, okay, Rajiv Gandhi, look, As far as the assassination of my father is concerned, there is a personal issue to me and my family, which we have dealt with, which is fine. And then there is a legal issue. The legal issue has to take its course. And whatever the legal issue, whatever course the legal issue takes, we are happy with. So we are not, we are quite forgiving people. We don't sort of have any animosity or hatred towards anybody. So it is for the court to decide what happens.
Ramesh from Pudhiya Talamurai TV. First question is, if the Congress government forms the government, the farmers' loan will be waived or not? Second one
Not
is,
if, when. When we form the government, we have a policy and we have made it absolutely crystal clear in states where we are in power. In Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, we said that we are going to forgive the bank loans within 10 days, and that's what we did. The basic idea and the basic difference between us and the BJP, is that we view farmers as a strategic asset for this country. We believe that without farmers, without agriculture, this country cannot be strong. One second. They do not believe that. So it is our intention to support farmers in whatever way we can. Where we can support them with a farm loan waiver, as in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, we will do that. Where we can support them by building cold chain, food processing plants, other infrastructure, we will do that. But we consider farmers to be central to India's development. That is the difference.
Rahul, Rohit from the Hindu. This with regard to Rafale specifically. So you just said when you come to power, but are you looking at forming the government in 2019? That is one.
Yes.
Okay. When you come to power, the first set of Rafale jets are supposed to come sometime in September, October.
How are you feeling as a reporter of the Hindu when you make it absolutely crystal clear to the whole world, and I thank you for that the Prime Minister of India is a corrupt man? When you have documentation, clear proof that the Prime Minister of India has bypassed the entire negotiation, when you have clear proof which says he ran a parallel negotiation, when you put that proof down in your newspaper and you show it to everybody, and then there's no investigation, how do you feel? How do you feel, frankly, when you do that and a lot of your colleagues don't support you? Right? You're nodding your head. I understand why they don't support you. Because they are threatened, they're bullied, they're crushed. I understand that. But I'm extremely proud of you for doing your duty. I'm extremely proud of you for putting the truth down right in front of Mr. Narendra Modi. It's not an easy thing to do. So I commend your newspaper.
Okay. Thank you, Honor.
He should have another extra question.
I've actually not come to the question. Yeah. So you said when you come to power, right? So what do you plan to do about it? Because the first set of jets, about Rafale, because the first sets of jets are supposed to come sometime in September this year, and then there is the offset clause and offset contracts. So do you plan?
You should just call it the 30,000 crore clause. The actually we'll rename it. We'll call it the Anil Ambani clause.
Okay. But do you have a concrete proposal to
no, look, have a as far as the Rafale aircraft is concerned, we do not think there are questions to the capability of the aircraft. The only question we are raising is that Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Anil Ambani have stolen 30,000 crores from the Air Force. We have an investigation, and I am absolutely 100% certain that on the back of that investigation, Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Anil Ambani will be convicted.
But will you still go ahead with the 36 aircraft, or do you have
that's something when we have access to the information that will be decided. That would be inappropriate, and I'm not informed enough to answer that question here.
Hello, Mr. Rahul. Hello, Mr. Rahul. Myself, Priyan from Parliament News. And my question is, NDA Alliance has clearly proposed that PM Modi is a PM candidate. And also they say that there is a lot of contradictions in choosing a PM candidate in a UP Alliance. And what do you answer for them?
My answer is that my answer is that the entire opposition is united and is fighting the BJP, Narendra Modi and the RSS. We are going to defeat the BJP and Mr. Narendra Modi. Prime Minister question, frankly, it is for the people to decide. It is very arrogant for us to make these type of statements about who will be the Prime Minister. People can decide that. Our duty is to defeat Mr. Narendra Modi and we will deliver on that duty. Our duty, I mean as the united opposition. The government of Tamil Nadu is controlled by the national government. So for all practical purposes, Tamil Nadu does not have its own government. Tamil Nadu is currently being run by Mr. Narendra Modi. And that is also something that our alliance, frankly, the DMK and the Congress alliance, is fighting. We don't accept that the Prime Minister's office should be running a state like Tamil Nadu. We simply do not accept it. The Tamil people should run their state. The Tamil spirit, the Tamil language has to be protected. And we do not appreciate, for whatever reason, he is able to manipulate these people or pressurize these people. The outcome is not a good outcome for the people of Tamil Nadu. And that is something that we want to change.
Mr. Rahul, I am Muralidharan.
And by the way, this feeling is there in Tamil Nadu. The sense that there is an assault on Tamil culture, that there is an assault on Tamil language, there is an assault on Tamil students. This feeling is there. We've seen it. And this feeling is unfortunate. This feeling has to be erased from the hearts of Tamil people. Tamil people should feel that in our country, we run our state, our language, our culture, our history is not attacked, and we are equal partners in this state.
Mr. Rahul, I am Muralidharan from BBC. If Congress win back to power, will you give education as a state subject? And the Neet exam
Education as a state subject?
Yeah, it's a concurrent subject now.
Yeah.
So will you give it back to states? And the Neet exam, what's your take on that? Neet exam is a big worrisome issue in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, I mean that is an issue that we will look into. That it is discriminatory against youngsters in the state. That is something we will look into, and I think it is resolvable. Broadly, I feel that we need to spend a lot more on education. As a country, we are not spending enough on education, and we've been discussing with the manifesto committee that we want to make it 6% of expenditure. We want to make it 6%. So we want to increase the amount of expenditure on education. The Neet issue, we are flexible people, we can work out a solution. I'm very confident of that. We are against the assault on the education system of our country. Today, Vice Chancellor after Vice Chancellor is being placed based on the ideology he follows. Institutions are being suppressed and forced to follow what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat and the RSS believe. That is, for us, unacceptable. We want our institutions to be independent. We want our students to ask questions, to challenge ideas, any idea. So that is the difference between the spirit.
Deva from News 7, தமிழ்நாட்டில் தொடர்ந்து திமுக அதிமுகவோட இணைந்து பயணிச்சுட்டு வரீங்க. காங்கிரஸ் தன்னெழுச்சியாக உருவாவதற்கு எது தடையா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? அதுபோக நீங்க தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒரு தொகுதியில் போட்டியிடணும்னு சொல்லி உங்க கட்சி நிர்வாகிகளே சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டில் நீங்க போட்டியிடுவதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கிறதா?
There is a meeting of minds between the DMK and the Congress. So we are working together, and I think it's a very constructive alliance. I think it's a very powerful alliance. So there's no question of Congress fighting alone here. We are in an alliance, and that's what we're going to do.